My name is Camille Carlson, and I wrote and directed Shellfish Knish.
My name is Maura Carew. I wrote, directed, and produced Paint.
My name is Katie Farman, and I directed Monochromic. My name is Lava Kansalan, and I wrote, direct Noodle Therapy, and then I was forced to act in it.
All right, raise your hand. Questions? I know we got them.
For the Paint movie, I saw that it was a SAG. What application did you fill that for SAG as far as?
Yeah, so we did the micro budget, which is like 20,000 and under, and there's a lot like less restrictions. You know, when you fill it out, it gets approved in 5 minutes. And then I cast on breakdown services, and since I filled that out, then I was able to cast like SAG-AFTRA actors and everything. So it's super simple, and yeah.
What was the inspiration behind Paint?
Just mental health. I wrote it during, I think like a year into COVID or 2 years into COVID. So just like mental health, and then I love art and science fiction, and I kind of just combined all of them together. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yep, in the back.
For Noodle Therapy, you were forced to act. How did you grade your performance?
Oh man, it's definitely hard to watch yourself because I didn't want to do, but it was just my niece and nephew who are in the film. It was their spring break, and it's a family project. Like that was all like real ceremonies and everything for our culture was represented. I was like, well, who else knows it besides me? I was like, I don't know any other Isan Thai people around, so it was fine. It was thankfully a fun, easy family fun spring break.
Right here.
Oh, you talked about inspiration. I was wondering about the inspiration for Shellfish Knish.
There's a couple things. So number one is that I come from a quasi-Jewish family, and it's always been kind of weird, like walking that line of like being just Jewish enough, too Jewish for some people, and not really like understanding where I fit into that and kind of having to find my own role. And I would say the other part comes from the fact that like film is not my day job. I'm actually a forensic scientist. And so I have this kind of duality inside of me of being like, do I like follow the, the logical path of like, this is what I went to school for, and this is what makes sense as a career, and what everybody kind of tells you to do, like follow this because that's what's going to lead you to like a stable life that people can understand and relate to. And then there's the part of myself that's very much like wanting to push back against that and do the thing that doesn't make any sense and do the thing that people don't quite understand because I'm kind of weird and it's kind of weird and people don't really understand it, but it's like still like very much a necessary part of myself. So it really came out of just trying to balance all of those identities at once.
Love that. In the back.
Me?
Yes.
Monochromatic. Tell me, what was going through your mind?
So I was just the director. The writer was my good friend and collaborator, Julia Storch, and and we had both met. We both were in the MFA program at UNM for dramatic writing, and so this piece is actually an adaptation of a short play. So a lot of the sort of the impetus of this film was to experiment of like how to translate that into film, a much more visual medium. And so we were definitely playing with memory and repression, which were common themes that I believe Julia was working with when she originally wrote it.
Yes.
For Paint, you had some really impressive locations. I was just curious what your budget was and what was it like acquiring those locations?
Yeah, so I use Pure Space. I don't know if you've heard of it, but there's like Pure Space, Gigster, they're kind of the same thing. And each location was about $1,000, so it was like $2,000 each. And we had 2 locations, but we just made it look like more. For example, the house, which was his house, we used the living room, the bathroom, and then the backyard. We used it for the birthday party scene, like it was a different house. And then we just used the sidewalk in front of it for like the walking scene. And then we had the location that was like the Institute. So yeah,
Great. And what was your overall budget?
20,000. I mean, it ended up costing more like with post-production, but yeah, that's how things go.
You
So.
won't tell Zach.
Thank you. Well, it's being recorded, but yeah, thank you.
Any more questions? Yes.
For monochromic, it's in the name. What were some thoughts going towards the color?
Ooh, yes. We definitely wanted something, we wanted things to feel muted and toned, so it's sort of like it's like kind of when you're trying to remember something that's pushed way, way, way back. It's a little bit fuzzy, everything in like a dream. You're like, there's colors, but they all are kind of the same hue, and sort of trying to dig in something that you pushed back because you are ashamed of it or don't want to sort of reckon with it. So.
Another question?
What was each, for all of you, your biggest hiccup to overcome while you were filming?
We had one day.
Oh, wow.
So many hiccups. Well, ours was we had to film it with what we had because it was just a project where I just wanted to practice showing and not telling the audience. So that's why there's not a lot of talking. So I had to create it with just my partner, John. So we were all the crew and acting. And so that was our biggest challenge, and also filmed in one day.
So paint was shot in 2 days, one location the first day, the second location the second day. So I would say locations actually. So that's kind of the problem with using places like Pure Space, because it's like you're renting out someone's house basically, and if they, so yeah, the house location that we were supposed to use just all fell apart a couple days before the shoot. So it just threw everything off track. I was on the phone. I was just looking for different houses instead of like just doing all the director prep that I wanted to do. So it was really frustrating, but we found this house and it ended up working out better actually, because yeah, this house was better. So yeah.
I'm very grateful. We actually had a relatively smooth shoot, which is like crazy. Two small hiccups that we had though was finding out just a couple days before that the actor who played Rabbi Kleinfeld was diabetic and had celiac. So these knishes that I made, like he physically could not eat them. So I had to like make an entirely new batch of knishes with like gluten-free dough, but then he couldn't even swallow it. So we had to like fake him eating it, and that was a little bit of a challenge because the gluten-free dough looked nothing like the other knishes. So it's like, he's kind of holding his hand over it because it just did not look the same. And then like while we were filming all of the stuff in the office, in the rabbi's office, a toilet flooded, and that was about it. I didn't even find out until the shoot had wrapped that day. So I'm very grateful for my amazing team who just took care of that. But other than that, it was a pretty smooth shoot, luckily.
That's great. Yes.
For Shellfish, your rabbi's reaction looked really good on film, like the red and the like splotches and stuff. How did you guys go about that?
So that was definitely a dual-ended kind of thing. So on the day, we had our makeup artist, Rhiannon Barella, so she did like some practical makeup with like latex. We had kind of played around with putting some prosthetics on his eyes, but he didn't like the feeling of having them on there, so we kind of had to nix that. So we just kind of ended up layering some latex and red makeup on there. It didn't really come through on the cameras as much as we wanted, unfortunately. So my partner, Brandon Carter, is like the most talented VFX person I know. So he actually painstakingly went in and rotoscoped each one of those shots to add swelling and redness, both.
Really good.
I will pass on that compliment because he took so long to do it. He's so meticulous. He's amazing.
Wow.
Thank you. Yeah.
Any other questions? Yes.
For paint, can you explain a little bit more about that ending? So the investors were on the floor; they were dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
What,
yes.
Like,
how did that happen? Like,
Yeah. You know, it's like sometimes when you write things, like it makes like complete sense. So now the ending, I say it's like open to interpretation. I've heard like 100 different interpretations, but originally, it's like Julian, the main character, had the power to make people feel things. It's really subtle throughout the film, but it's like people can like, they feel nothing because he's feeling nothing. Or at the beginning, the sister said like, this one makes me feel warm and cozy because, you know, he was like in a good mood when he painted that one. So it's like the one at the end, I mean, you saw the negative stuff that was under the painting and then he painted over it. So it's like kind of like that, you know, came through basically, and just like, yeah, all those people reacted to it in a nutshell. But yeah.
Gotcha. Awesome.
I have a question with that.
Mhm.
Did the actor, Julian,
Yes.
what did he do? Because his emotion and everything that he portrayed in that, especially burning himself, painting, did he have to what type of work did he do to really bring that to life?
Oh gosh, yeah. So that's Vincent Washington. He's amazing. He's an amazing actor. So we rehearsed that. We rehearsed a bit, but that particular scene we only rehearsed once, like together, and just like, you know, kind of. What do you call it? Like not with like anything, but like miming it basically. And he worked down that alone. And then when we were on set, we only pushed record once for that particular scene because it took a lot out of him. So we couldn't just keep doing it. So I really trusted him. He was so amazing. I knew it was gonna be good, and and the DP and I we already knew like how we were gonna film it, and because he was doing so much, we kind of wanted the camera still, so it wasn't just like the camera shaking and then he's doing a lot. And then we said action, and he, you know, it was intense, and it was amazing to just watch.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Yes.
I have one last question. So, did you hire any? This is for paint.
Oh yeah.
Did you hire any any sort of person? Did you hire an expert for the design for the clown costume? Because you just got the world's saddest clown.
And actually, that clown costume is what is the film that what is the horror film that the clown? No, it's what is it? Yes, yeah.
Terrifier.
So I didn't, not like they're gonna like come sue us or sue me or anything, but I didn't even know that was a Terrifier costume because my sister did costumes. So she did all the costumes, yeah, so she picked that out, and the actors' outfits. I worked with her. It's so easy to, you know, work with your sister, so I kind of told her about like colors and stuff, but yeah, so she picked that out, and then when we got on set and he put it on, everyone was like, oh, the Terrifier clown, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, are we gonna get in trouble for this? But luckily nothing has happened. But yeah, basically my sister did all the costuming and everything.
The
so.
makeup?
We had a makeup artist, an amazing makeup artist. So he kind of worked with the actors before on like their skin type and just kind of figured out what products he needed to bring. And then I showed him pictures of different types of clowns. And then, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We have time for one more question.
One
and
more.
then we're gonna start getting ready for our next block. Oh, yes, it's 5:57. Yep. Ready? Yes.
So I'm just kind of wondering, is this your first film? This could be for any of you, first film, second film, and new learnings from this one?
This is my second film. And what was your other question? Sorry.
New learnings from this one?
Basically.
Terrifying.
I think the learnings are just, you come back to me, sorry.
So this was the first film that like I really took the lead on with a bigger team because I've been making kind of smaller projects with my partner since like 2020, and I think counting all of those, which, I kind of like co-wrote, co-directed, just kind of split 50-50 down the middle. This is probably I don't know, maybe number 7 or 8. But I learned a lot from this one because it was the first one that I had directed with a large group. I was working with Dustwave again on this one, and it was a huge learning experience because working with a very small team, I'd only previously really worked with teams of 2 to 3 people. It's literally just me and my partner and maybe 1 or 2 other people. So it's a very, very different thing. But learning how to properly delegate tasks rather than just taking everything on yourself it's a skill in and of itself. So I would say that's the biggest thing I took away.
I would say from my first film going to this one, on the first film, I didn't rehearse or really meet with a lot of the supporting actors who maybe only had 1 or 2 lines, but I had a mentor say, you need to meet with everyone, so it's not like you're getting on set and you don't even know each other. So for this film, even if someone had 1 line or no lines, I really took the time to Zoom with everyone and meet and just talk, so we were all comfortable, together on set to make the best product we could.
So this is my first time directing. Primarily, I've done mostly acting and some writing. And so I learned so much and I had so much fun too, which was this huge surprise because I kind of was okay, yeah, I've never directed a film before, but we'll see what happens. And I'm really happy with how it came out. And I definitely am so grateful to the team that I had. Everyone was so patient with me. Were very super helpful, helping me explain things, understanding the crazy words that were coming out of my mouth. I'd be like this, and they're this is what you mean. I'm yes, thank you. So I definitely am looking forward to future opportunities to direct. Definitely something I've learned is being confident and trusting your gut and knowing that whatever this vision that you have, that there is something there. So I'm very looking forward to the next time.
I would say that's probably my 4th or 5th one with a small crew. Sometimes I just make films just to see, just to practice and learn. And I'm very fortunate I actually get to live and work as a filmmaker, and usually I have a crew with that. What I'm trying to do more is, and I'm always learning, I think each project I learn, is I want to fine-tune writing. Katie and I were in a cohort for screenwriting together, and that project made me try to practice showing and not telling, like I said earlier, and that's actually a hard thing to write out, so I want to keep improving my writing skills and always improving, always learning.
All right, guys, give these filmmakers a round of applause. Yes. Thank you guys so much, everything. And we're gonna get this next block going. Yeah, starts at 6 o'clock.